Got a bong on the ground. What's up, guys? We're heading to a police rotation right now for the Brazoria County Sheriff's Office. This one's just an arrest. It's out on County Road 227 and I think 467 or something like that. It's out in the Demijohn area, which is kind of a little bit the other side of like Freeport, Oyster Creek area, for those of you that are familiar with where we're going. Kind of the big the Bastrop Bayou Bridge that goes on that goes over County Road 227. We've been out that way several times. That's actually out in the area where cars always end up off in the water at the end of the road. There's like a 90-degree curve with just a creek at the end of it. And also, I think it was a white Tahoe or something we worked a while back that like hit like the only tree on the entire road. Like that's the same road, not too far from where we're going to be going. So we are headed that way. We'll see what we got here in just a minute. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, so we're coming up the bridge here. They should be right down under, actually, I don't know if you can see them there, over there. There's the bridge, there, over there. We're gonna have to cut down and go over to get over there to them. Real wide sweeping turn here. There's a bump ramp down here, a bunch of fishing spots everybody always comes to underneath this bridge. And looks like they were probably set up fishing or something based on where they were. So we're coming through here. Another boat ramp over there. Bunch of little fishing spots and stuff along there. This is the Bastrop Bayou Wildlife Refuge fishing area, is where they're at. There they are over there. Silver Lincoln.
29, you show me the area.
Good thing is, because it's drivable, or it's just an arrest, it should be still drivable. So that means we should be able to just pull it out of there if we need to. We shouldn't have to do anything too crazy to get to it. Got federal game wardens out here. What's up, Paul?
How are you?
Not too bad.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing?
Good, good. He's finished up inventories.
Okay. Info. Got a bong on the ground. No, it's got wheel chocks. It's got rock there. Rock in front of it there. Snap some pictures while we're waiting on our inventory. There's some of that stuff inside. Bunch of mullet on the ground. This thing is gross inside.
It's all gonna be miscellaneous, this or that.
Any idea if it runs or has it been sitting here a while?
I have no clue. So they drove it here at 4 this morning.
Okay, so it's recent then.
Yeah, I mean, if we walk over here, he had it on jack. He had it on jack, and he's got this wire running over here.
I seen that.
So you can disconnect it from the battery if you want to. So he said the battery keeps bleeding down. So
Okay.
it might be completely dead.
It might be dead. Well, I was wondering, it's got rocks shoved under it
Yeah,
for like a wheel chock, like it doesn't. So I was wondering if it was even drivable, or if somebody like parked it here, has been living out of it, or
he
what.
drove it here this morning.
Huh.
So
That's interesting. How gross is the inside of it?
not as bad as you would expect.
It's actually not too bad.
Yeah.
I was really thinking this thing was going to be like gross.
The grossest thing's the mullet over there.
Yeah, and I kept smelling that. I was like, oh man, the car, I was like standing on that side of it. And I was like, man, this is going to be bad. And then I walked over here, I was like, oh, it's just a bunch of mullet.
Yep.
Runs through the fender. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Snap some pictures of the inside of this thing. Oh, it's open.
No, you don't take a picture.
Inventory of what's in here. That way nobody can say we stole nothing.
That's fine. Good trash.
If you haven't already, if there's like a spot for like vehicle condition, can you note that the exhaust is like hanging off of it?
Yeah.
That way they can't say I hooked up to the wrong thing and ripped
they
it off,
talk
you
about-
know?
We have it on video.
Okay.
But yeah. But exhaust hanging. And then front ends. It's missing that trim. You noted that, but
Is that their cast net and cooler and stuff?
yes, sir.
All right.
Make sure you put that speaker too.
Stay. Hopefully that. Oh, that bit.
If you want to do whatever with
Yeah, I mean, they got that wire ran through the fender somehow.
yeah,
So I want to see.
Up, so
Is
if
it?
you want to disconnect or something, because
Yeah, I don't want.
somebody is shorting out.
I bet it is. If you
It's
got.
draining down, he said. So I'm sure it's draining down.
Yeah, if you got stuff like that wired up to it.
And here's the key.
All right.
Hopefully it'll start for you.
I'm hoping. If not, I might can jump it or something. But
He put those rocks behind some of the tires. It's like it ain't rolling up. to here,
right.
but
Yeah. Well. Yeah,
anyhow.
right. Some people don't look at stuff like that. Some seats so they don't get lost. Well, that's not even hooked up. Okay, so we're good there. Look at that. Mint. Yes. Since this isn't hooked up, toss this on the floorboard. Oh. Why it was wheel chocks. It's in park. That was on rocks. Y'all ready for me to go ahead and move it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could just sign for it real quick. Appreciate it, bud.
No problem.
Sorry it took so long. But
Oh, you're good. No, you're good.
You don't have to go through. Just get your signature right here.
Alright. How often y'all gotta have stuff towed?
Not very often.
Oh.
Let's see what you got. So write your stuff here.
Actually, I think one of the last times I think I saw you, remember we pulled all those jet skis and tractors and crap out of off the creek bank that one time?
Yeah. Yeah, over at 521.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they ended up being a weird deal.
Yeah.
Weird deal. Alrighty, good to go. Time 1000. Yeah, whatever you started. I gotta stop my video to find out when I actually drove up here. So, yeah, SUV.
Do they have like a bunch of fish or something, or like what?
They were fishing and camping, which we don't allow camping, but
Right.
ended up having warrants.
Ah.
So, and meth, of course.
And meth. Hey, that'll do it.
He will get these two, and
Generally, pink one goes in it, and I get the yellow one.
good deal. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yep, appreciate y'all. Okay. All right. What do y'all think? Is it gonna start? Leave me a comment and let me know if you think this thing's gonna start or if we're gonna have to jump it. They said the battery bleeds down. I got a bunch of random crap that's sketchily wired up. I'm hoping it starts. I really hope it starts. I really hope I don't get freaking poked with something. Nope. It did. Let me grab my jump box. It's either jump box or we can drag it. It'll be a lot easier to jump it and a lot more fun to drag it. We'll see which one we get. Get to use my new Locathor J5000 Pro jump box. This thing is awesome. Can jump 12-liter gas and 10-liter diesels with this thing.
He said he thought it might have a drop cell or something, but
Yeah. It looks like an older battery.
Original battery.
Yeah, that thing is.
yeah.
And it's got all kinds of weird stuff. Like that's loose. Let's see if I can get this to bite somehow. Yeah, go ahead and try it. Nothing. Let me try to get a better bite on this ground real quick. There we go. There we go, it's good now. Give her another shot. There it goes. Right? I think that's because the exhaust is off of it. Try to secure that up somehow. I'm just glad it started. Alright, I'm gonna set this here. Yes, sir, thank you. Trying to get it pointed at least uphill. Just a little bit. Be good enough. Grab my jump box before I forget it. I love this thing. That door didn't shut all the way. I didn't free spool it. So we'll winch off a couple feet of slack here. Alright, I'm gonna get that window rolled up while it's running. Actually, let me leave it down so I can steer. We're gonna watch that exhaust. Oh, it's gonna go for us. We're gonna have to secure that up. Guess we'll use one of these. I don't know how well y'all can see any of that. Now I'm gonna try to loop it around that flange there. And hook it somewhere. Hook it back to itself. Cross member right here. There's something more in here. Get somewhere inside the door, maybe. That. It's got that little flexible joint down there. Cool. Now that's up off the ground. We can get this thing winched up. So, moral of the story, you got warrants. Don't go camping in a national wildlife refuge. And make sure you don't have meth. That's, yeah. Don't camp and don't do meth in a national wildlife refuge. There's my... I think... So I don't have to jump this thing again. I'm gonna leave it in neutral with the keys in it. So we don't gotta jump it or slide it down or do anything dumb. I'm gonna take this off. So now that we're gonna be letting it roll off, that won't hang up on anything. It's on the deck. Definitely hang up on the ground. All this rough concrete stuff. All right, so let's get this thing rolled up now. Get our bed rolled up and get this thing strapped down so we can get out of here. We still got a couple other calls we got to go do. When this call came in, I was like a couple minutes away from doing a jump start on a Thunderbird. And then I had to, I was literally a couple minutes away. I had to drop everything and come over here to do this because they called rotation right as we were getting close over there. So anyways, we're gonna get this thing strapped down real quick. So our D-ring straps on here from JRDG Towing Supply. As always, I got a link and discount code in the description of all my videos for any of the towing gear you see me use. Any of my off-road recovery stuff, I use Yankum. There's a link and discount code in the description for that as well. Anyways, we're gonna finish strapping this thing down. It'll be the same on all 4 wheels and tires that you've seen me do here. I'll spare you the boredom of watching me do this. Be back in the truck here in just a minute so we can head out of here. All 4 straps on the Lincoln. We're gonna jump in the truck here. All the stuff up here. Turn off the annoying airbag buzzer. Let our airbags air up for a second here. All right, well, we got that one loaded up. Got it out of there. Had a little bit of a wait time on that one because they were still doing the inventory and all that whenever we got there. But yeah, we got her loaded up. I'm glad that thing started, because if not, we were gonna have to drag that thing out of there, and well, that would have been the more fun and interesting way to do it. More risk of tearing stuff up when you start doing that. So anyways, we're gonna haul this thing over to the yard. I won't record the drop-off portion of it because it's not gonna be anything worth seeing, because it's literally just gonna roll right off since we have it in neutral right now. But let's not forget the 2 things that we learned today. So if you have warrants, don't go to a national wildlife refuge, which is like federal property, and don't camp, and don't do meth. That's the moral of the story today. So don't go camping and don't do meth in a national wildlife refuge. So keeping that in mind, we will see you guys on the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.